I've always wanted to be a dad. And let me tell you, I love it.
Did you do another drawing of our family?
That's me, and Dylan, and Mommy. And over here, far away, is you.
I love how you drew my hair.
That's poop.
Well, it's well drawn.
So guys, very nice to have you here for an interview. My first question is, I love the movie, but there's a big idea of the lesson of the movie. How do you feel making movies with that kind of messages?
What message?
Like, well, I think that the message of the movie is like this: be yourself. And that's
I'm going to use that in the next interview.
Yes.
Thank you. Man, you just hooked me
Okay.
up. I'm been trying to sell this movie for 3 months, man. Finally figured it out. Jeez.
It's good.
Don't steal that. Let me use it first.
Okay, you get to use it first.
So how do you
No, we always felt like there was a great balance of humor and heart. And of course, you know, it's fun to see Will and I competing for the attention and affection of the kids, but ultimately we're acting more like kids than anybody else. And also, the family dynamic is very different from what, you know, the traditional family was. And it's important to show that, you know, whether step-parents or same-sex parents, you know, this is the world that we live in today, and you embrace it. And like you said, it's okay to be yourself.
I think that's why one of the secrets to the success of the movie in the States was that it, on the surface, seemed very, you know, it's a silly comedy, but then I think it's the message of it snuck up on people, and they kind of left kind of feeling like they had, you know, an experience that went full circle.
Talking about full circle, you have already done Kick and Screaming. Now this movie. What do you learn when you make movies about a dad that maybe is not you, or maybe it's the character? What do you learn from the characters?
Well, I think that's why we enjoy doing movies, is we get to play people that aren't anything like ourselves. You know, and you know, also too, I mean, in terms of parenting, it's, you know, a movie like this, it kind of reinforces, you know, how you have to really be patient as a dad and be a good listener, and that's half the battle. If you're just there to kind of listen to your kids' concerns and fears and, you know, wants that they really just want to kind of have someone to be able to communicate with, and you don't really have to have a solution, and that becomes the solution on its own.
It's your second movie together. Do you love working with each other, or how does that work in set?
It's great because we have the same approach to the work. You know, we're super prepared, but you know, we play very real. We also like to have fun, and we encourage everybody else and try to help everybody else to do their best work as well. It's you know, I think it's that producer's mentality where if you're like, okay, if he's great in the movie and I'm not, the movie's not going to work. So you want everybody to be great. You want the movie to have, you know, the best opportunity to succeed.
And you have another WWE star on it. Are you any fan of WWE, or why is that working that?
I think it's more of a coincidence. But you know, we love Dwayne. We had a great time working with Dwayne. He and I did another movie after. Will only had a couple scenes with him and Sam Jackson. And then John Cena, we just thought it'd be great to have him in the movie. He's funny and cool.
Yeah, it was more, he was like the perfect, you know, kind of casting.
But my kids are obsessed with WWE. So we've been to quite a few wrestling matches lately.
There's one actor in particular in the movie that I think doesn't have the recognition in the world. It's Thomas Haden Church. How's working with some guy like this?
No, he's great. Yeah, he really kind of brought that character to life, and you know, you kind of, I think you forget how strong a comedian he is, because but he was excellent at being funny and over the top, but playing it real at the same time.
And for the last question, is there a way we can get another Entourage movie?
I don't know. I have no idea. That was the last thing I was thinking about right now. But
Okay, thank you very much,
you, sir.
guys, and it was a pleasure to meet you.